back. So tonight we went over some principles of tuite and things that you need to always remember when you're doing any kind of hand grab techniques. All right, so if we make a little X here, all right, it kind of tells us what direction our energy needs to go in. So if we're making a hand grab like we have in Technique 28, and there's a bunch of techniques that follow these same principles, and I can grab this, it tells me I need to move that over there in this direction, and I will get my opponent to bend. Okay? So if I have both hands moving at the same time, then I don't get any reaction from him. So I'm going to need to pull and push to get him to move. So now I have a little fulcrum and lever action going on. Well, if I can pull and push, I need to have multiple planes of direction. So when I turn this and pull it, I should also think about moving it and compressing it. It makes his knees bend a little bit more. Then I should think about making some kind of Z movement or a little circle, a tornado action, or a Z action. So if I take this and I start to move it, I add a lot of stimulus to his body that he has trouble keeping up with. All right. The other thing is when I'm moving this, it's also telling me that my opponent's knees are going to bend, which also makes his head move, and it allows me to have other targets, because these may not be fight-ending techniques, these may just be setup techniques. So however this may kick off, okay, low line kick, and then I have a good shot here. That's a life-ending technique. If I take it here and grab his head, then I have a controlling technique or a life-saving technique. And all of these principles that we talked about for tuite can all be used in any of our techniques. So there's a little idea of how we can make our tuite work a little better. Oh, one more little thing. If he locks out his arm and I try this, even in my core, I can't get him to move. So I need to make sure that his arm is also bent if my arm is bent, and then my technique's going to work better. Because I can't override that strength. And it's the same way if my arm is locked out, okay, can't get it to work. As soon as he makes my arm bend, okay, then my knees start to collapse, and I get to present the body part for the next strike. Okay. Good, Sensei?
Yes, sir.
Oops, thank you.